and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming a St. Patrick's Day treat. It is a pistachio matcha cupcake with a cream cheese matcha frosting. So if you like matcha and green tea and all of the health benefits that come with it, you're going to love this cupcake. Also, if you love pistachio. Are you coming to help me? Landon was just in the living room eating pizza with Daddy. He wants to come say hi. I wonder if they can see you from there. I'll lift you up. Say hi! You have pizza in your mouth? So, Nate and Landon are watching the UK basketball game in the living room, so you might hear a little bit of that in the video. It's real life. I am doing this video in collaboration with Tiffany of Simple Life, and I will leave her channel information down below, and also Stevie of Stevie's Life, which I will also leave her information down below, and you can check out their videos celebrating Easter, St. Patrick's Day, stuff that's coming up, fun holiday treats and things like that. Holiday treats!
And candy!
Candy? Oh yeah. So make sure to check their stuff
I
out.
want to eat it.
I'm a big fan of both of their channels. So let's get started. So I'm going to start by adding 1 box of white cake mix, 1 small box of instant pistachio pudding, 1 cup of sour cream, 1/2 cup of water, 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, and 4 large eggs to my stand mixer. And then I'm just going to mix that on low for about 30 seconds. Then I added 1 teaspoon of steep tea vanilla matcha to the mix, and I turned it on high for a few seconds and then turned it back down on low, and then I just let that mix for about 2 minutes. After that, I filled the cupcake liners. So I began the whole thing by lining my cupcake pans with liners. I actually had 3 of these beautiful little flower liners. I had already used the other ones that I had. So I went ahead and used those 3 that I had left, and then filled the other ones with just regular cupcake liners that I already had. One of the pans you might notice is square. All of the cupcakes are square, and so I just have one that's round and one that's square. So some of them are square, and I think they're pretty cute that way. The liners fill into them just the same way they would if they were round. So I love the little extra unique square ones. So I started by filling the cupcake liners with a very small amount, and then I went back and added more as I had more left in my bowl. I ended up adding too much, just like I always do. So they ended up being very tall cupcakes with a big fluff on top, a big muffin top, basically. And they got a little bit browner on the edges because of that, so maybe one day I'll learn not to overfill my muffin tins. While these were cooling, I went ahead and made the cream cheese matcha pistachio frosting, and it turned out amazing, but I halved my recipe, so definitely make sure to use the full recipe, which is 1 pound of cream cheese softened, 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter softened, 1 3/4 cup powdered sugar, 2 tablespoons of good quality matcha, 1/4 teaspoon of fine sea salt, and then I added a few drops, I think around 4 drops of green food coloring, and then a teaspoon of almond extract because I love almond extract and I wanted that extra pistachio flavor in the icing along with the vanilla matcha flavor, and it turned out really good. So I mixed the icing for a good minute or two, and I probably could have mixed it for a little bit longer because I could still see a little bit of the cream cheese in my icing afterwards, so you might mix it a little longer than you think you need to. And then I opened a Ziploc bag over the top of a cup, like I pushed the Ziploc bag down inside, and then that allowed me to just spoon the icing into the Ziploc bag really easily, and then zip it up and cut off a corner at the bottom and then pipe the icing onto the cupcakes. I am not great at icing cupcakes, and you will see the result of that in this video, but let me tell you, they turned out amazing. They may not be the prettiest cupcakes on earth, but they are green and super St. Patrick's Day-ish, and I love that. So even though my icing's not perfect, I'm still pretty proud of these because I'm not a huge baker, but I really do enjoy doing it. They just never turn out quite as pretty as I imagined them to be. So I hope you'll give these a shot and try them out for yourself. And cut yourself some slack if the icing doesn't go on super great. But if you have any tips in that area, please feel free to let me know in the comments. I would love to get some extra help with my next icing adventure. The icing turned out really pretty and green, but my icing job is maybe not the best. So I think they're really cute, and I loved being able to use these little flower cupcake liners. They folded in a little bit, which ended up being kind of funny looking, but they definitely turned out super green, which I think is awesome and perfect for St. Patrick's Day. And they are delicious. Nate's gonna try the cupcakes now and tell me what he thinks. I need his honest opinion. Say good? Yay! Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I will make sure to list everything down below just in case I left anything out in the video. And please let me know if you make these and if you enjoy them, and if you have any other fun St. Patrick's Day treats to share with me. I'd love to check it out. Make sure you go and check out Tiffany and Stevie's videos as well, because they are doing their own celebratory recipes for St. Patrick's Day and Easter, and I know they would love to have you over at their channel. Thank you so much for watching.